My name is Matt Caduff. I am at Stony Point Elementary School. I am teaching second grade this year. This is my third year at Stony Point. I think Stony Point has a cool mix of kids in that we have some rural poverty. We have some kids that live out here at Stony Point that are not living in poverty. We have some kids that live in low-income housing just on the edge of Charlottesville, so 10 miles closer to town than we are here. And very near those kids living in poverty in town are some kids that are living in very successful families and professional parents. It's a great community. There's awesome families here, lots of involvement. A switch happened in my brain a couple of years ago where I stopped looking at other teachers, or to other teachers I should say, for inspiration, because it comes in the door every morning. And it took me about 10 years to figure that out. My concept of self in a classroom where everything is based on what I can remember, what I can fill in on a piece of paper, versus a classroom where I know that when I walk in the door I have a voice in that room. I know my teacher's going to listen to me. I know he or she is going to let me build that catapult that I've been working on. And they see value in that because I see value in it. They might not, I don't always understand what my kids are doing. I had a boy this week making a fairy trap. And he's a boy who likes tanks and guns and things, and he thinks fairies are for girls. And I raised two girls at home who think, I've come to see that fairies are pretty powerful beings. So I had fun kind of teasing him and playing with him about, you can't make a trap to catch a fairy because a fairy is magical. And he just kept tinkering with his trap, and he kept making it better and better, and he added an element of surprise to it that wasn't there at the beginning. And that's the kid I want, that can explain why a fairy trap is really important, not a kid that can tell me what an expository paragraph is. You suspend judgment, so that banter with Matthew about his fairy trap was just meant to be fun, and it's the relationship I have with him. But unless he really, really hounds me to tell him what I think about his fairy trap, my answer is going to be 5 times before I say anything else. What do you think about it? What do you notice about it? How's it working? I just say it isn't about what I think about you. It's about what you think about you. And about us getting you to a place where you really like what you think about you. Something like that. I've used that language with kids this year. And they get that. And I mean, maybe the first time they hear that, they're like, what did he just say? But they're starting to understand that. So my hope is that I empower kids, and that you empower kids, and that the right teachers do that. And then they go up to the next, is that off right now? No, it doesn't matter. That they go to that next teacher, and when that teacher tries to take learning and voice away from them, they won't let it happen. And so if I can just help them continue to inspire the next year's teacher, then maybe that's what it's about.
That's a good answer.
I used to hear people talking about aligning your beliefs about learning with your practice every day. And I can say now that I've done that. So what I believe about what children should do at school, it happens in my classroom every day, and that feels really good.